say, I was doing I've made so many notes on my live, like how to argue respectfully. And then guess what? I nearly started arguing with my partner, and all my notes just completely went out of the window. All my notes completely went out of the window. How to argue respectfully. All my notes went out of the window. So I understand that how difficult it can be. Um, like staying calm, not using triggering words, not saying always, not saying never, not using absolutes, body language, facial expressions. In that moment, it's so difficult, honestly. Ah, the irony. But my last live on Sunday, I think, was about how to apologize correctly. So, um, I'm now going to put that to use and apologize correctly. So, however, however difficult you might find it to argue respectfully with somebody, no matter the outcome, you can always apologize. Okay, so you can always apologize if, as much as you try, you haven't argued respectfully. So don't feel like all is lost, because honestly, I can't believe I've got all these notes on how to argue respectfully and everything, and then the next minute I'm arguing with my partner. So it just shows how quickly it all happens. And regardless of the notes I had, it just all goes out the window. But what I can do is apologize, and yeah, as long as we understand we're human, and sometimes you can disagree and not be as self-aware as you can be, but we always have the option to apologize and try and change our behavior. So yeah, so a point I was planning to say is that sometimes when you're disagreeing with somebody, like just now, I was disagreeing with my partner, and halfway through, you realize that you're wrong. Like, it actually just hits you, you know. Why am I doing a live on trying to disagree respectfully, and I'm now having a row with my partner? So sometimes halfway through the interaction, you can just clock that this ain't right, yeah? And as I say, it's always fine to apologize. Um, Hi, Emma. It's always fine to apologize and just move on from that. Because how ironic, I'm telling my partner, oh my gosh, da 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 da. I'm doing a live on disagreeing respectfully, da da da, and just the irony. So I'm going to apologize correctly to my partner now. But what I was saying is that sometimes when you disagree with somebody, you have to give them room to maneuver. So sometimes as you're disagreeing with somebody, like just now when I was disagreeing, I realized halfway that I was wrong, but sometimes we just need that room, that space to recognize that we're wrong and then apologize. And so sometimes, if you're disagreeing with somebody, you don't always have to jump up and down. Sometimes you can just give them room, and in time they may come back to you and say, "Hey, I was, I was wrong. What I said was inappropriate. You made some good points, and now that I've had time to consider it, I just want to apologize to you." That's not always going to happen. People aren't always going to come to that realization, but it's important to give people the space. Like you can't always expect people. You can't always expect to have a conversation with somebody there and then, and for it all to be resolved, and you know, this one's apologized, that one's apologized, now you agree and everything is fine. Sometimes you do need to have a break and then reconcile. So disagreeing respectfully, arguing respectfully, sometimes means that you need to give that person space, or you might need some space as well in between the discussions. Some arguments can become very destructive, and that's something that you should try and avoid, because you know, depending on what the discussion is, it's not worth, you know, destroying the friendship, relationship, etc. So if you find that either of you are taking it all too personally, you may want to just take a step back and just maybe walk away and decide to just leave that topic, because it's not actually worth it. I'm doing these lives for quite a few reasons. One of the reasons is to get my subscriber count up. So please subscribe to my channel. Please like my live. Another reason why I've been doing these lives is I'm due to attend an employment tribunal in a few weeks. I'm representing myself in the employment tribunal, and I find that by doing these lives, I feel like I'm practicing. I feel like I'm rehearsing my public speaking, and I'm also it's helping me become more self-aware of the way I come across. So thank you for joining my lives. It is prep for me for my employment tribunal that I'll be attending in a couple of months. I'm also representing myself. A lot of work's gone into it, a lot of stress, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But part of doing these lives, number one, is to put up my subscriber count. Number two, to practice public speaking and to become more self-aware of the way I come across to people. It's also to increase my confidence as well in my communication skills, and it's also so people can like my lives and give feedback on the topics I do, the subjects I cover. I won't be talking about the employment tribunal on social media for now until it's over and done with. However, being able to come onto the lives, being able to do videos on YouTube has really helped me de-stress, and it's also helped me just to find a productive outlet to my nervousness. But yeah, so if any of you have any up and coming engagements where you need to do public speaking, or where you need to do stand up in front of people and communicate, I would encourage you to go on lives, you know, and use it as a way of rehearsal, use it a way of practice until that day. But yeah, so that's all I have on arguing respectfully. Obviously, as I said beforehand, in some cultures, the fact that you disagree is a big no-no. But sometimes you have to disagree in order to give constructive feedback, and in order to support somebody, you have to disagree, you know, in order to offer support. So yeah, so that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat for me. Please like my live. I'd really appreciate that. And once again, what I will recap with is, when you do, if you do disagree with somebody, always be secure in your identity. Be confident in what your values are, and also know your boundaries, know what your personal boundaries are. So if I intend to disagree respectfully with somebody, I will never call them names, because though doing that isn't part of my values. Also, if I disagree with somebody, I will try not to take their points personally because I'm secure in my own identity. And also, by knowing my boundaries, I know that there's certain lines that I won't cross. I won't become personal, and I'll try not to become personal and attack them personally. I'll just stick to taking down their points, and that would involve listening to them. It would involve being curious about their thought process, in order to what what their points are. Also, as well, stay calm, not raise your voice. A few of the phrases that you can say in response to somebody who is disagreeing with you, and these phrases are quite respectful. So, a few of the phrases are, I hear what you're saying, but I do see things differently. And then you give your examples. Um, you can say in response, oh, now I see what you mean. However, let me explain my perspective. That's another phrase. Also, be open to learn. It's an opportunity to learn. And although you may not be able to reach a resolution, um, it's still an opportunity to find some common ground. If the person is becoming insulting, disrespectful, intimidating, rude, violent, just remove yourself from that situation. Just allow it to de-escalate by removing yourself. Always stay safe. Some people are just easily triggered, and you may be triggering somebody, but they may be reacting to something beyond you. Okay, they may have personal issues that they're responding to, and you're just the outlet. So, with some people, you just can't win. Also, as well, what I do anyway is that I do try not to put anybody down when you disagree respectfully. Try not to put anybody down, and also be very when I listen to people I'm disagreeing with, I'm listening for evidence. Like, I'm going to listen to what you say, and I'm going to use that information to take you down. So only ever address the points that the person is making. Don't make it into a personal situation. Just only address the points. Are you skibidi? Sorry, I don't know what that means. What is skibidi? Yeah, so only address the points. Don't personally attack that person, and also as well, just be yeah, just use it as an opportunity to learn, and learn the perspective of other people. Hi, Braden Dane. So that's all I have for you. Yeah. Also, as well, a good point as well, when I disagree respectfully with somebody, is I try and anticipate counterclaims. Oh no, there's no need to donate. So I'm on live, but I'm not part of the YouTube partnership. I don't have enough subscribers yet. So don't worry about that. I'd love you to like my live though. Yeah, so sometimes what you can do when you do disagree respectfully is to anticipate counterclaims. And so, in regards to what I'm putting forward, I would expect a counterclaim. So I would thank you for liking my live, Braden Dane. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the live. So if you go to, so I'm not sure how many subscribers you have. If you have more than 50, go to YouTube, and then at the bottom of YouTube there's a plus sign. There's a plus sign at the bottom of YouTube. So you go on that plus sign, and then it will say go live, and then you just go live. Be a yeah, when you do go live, be aware of your location. Make sure you're safe. Just just yeah, just be if you are going to go live, make if you don't want people to know your location, if you don't want people to know, like your address, where you live. Try not to go live if you're doing anything dangerous, like if you're driving or if you're cycling. Just be aware of your surroundings. If you're going to go live using your phone, and you're in public, just be aware that no one snatches the phone out of your hands. So just be safe. I don't know how old you are, but thank you, Braids and Dane. I'm not sure how old you are, but if you're going to go live in public, be safe and make sure nobody grabs your phone. And if you're going to go live, be careful of your 10. Okay. Go live with a parent or guardian. Okay, Braden? Yeah, that's fine. But go live with a parent or guardian just so that you're safe. Yeah? Because I don't want people knowing where you live. And I don't want you holding your phone up in public and people snatching it out of your hands. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Would you be donating with your own money, by the way? I'm just joking. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the end of my live. I'm now going to apologize. Um, I'm now going to apologize in real life because, Patrick, I owe you an apology.
No problem.
I'm really sorry. Do you forgive me?
I forgive you. Why not?
Okay, perfect. So I'm forgiven and I'll be off now. I have a live on Sunday. Please feel free to join me. Thank you for liking my live. Thank you for subscribing and have a good evening. Thank you. Bye.